Let's connect it up, making sure we're good to go. All right. November 18th, 2018, live stream for you guys. Waiting to connect it up. So we're just going to get it going, get it rolling, talking about The Walking Dead and a variety of topics, that's for sure. So we got a lot going on for just the live stream. So I appreciate you guys taking the time for joining me this Sunday, November 18th, 2018. Thank you very much. And we'll get it rolling. Wait for people to join us here, get it going here. And yeah, hopefully YouTube is all right. What's up, M. King, Boyd, and everybody joining me today, Sunday, November 18th, 2018. Obviously, we're just going to do a live stream. Obviously, spoiler warning, if you're catching it on the replay, don't want to ruin anything for you. Spoiler warning for Season 9, Episode 7. And really season 9 as a whole. We're talking about little comic stuff, but I don't know what people are going to ask, so I answer questions for that too. As always, guys, top chat, super chat, live chat, everything like that is always welcome and supported for it. Helps the channel grow and continue on. So yeah, I'm really excited for that going forward. And yeah, season 9, episode 7 is tonight in the United States and North America and everything. I know Europe gets it Monday, which has got to be tough. It's got to be tough to know that other parts of the world are watching The Walking Dead and I'm not. I'm like, oh man, that's got to be a little crazy. So checking a couple settings here. I'm not sure what's going on with that for the... Okay. All right, guys. So season 9, episode 7. We'll get into some spoilers, some information. It is directed by Michael Cutlitz, and it's pretty awesome that he's... coming back around to be part of The Walking Dead. He's going to be on Talking Dead as well. So we'll have Michael Cutlitz directing the episode and going to be a member, participant, a guest on Talking Dead. I'm blanking on his name, but the guy who plays Luke on The Walking Dead is going to be on the Talking Dead as well. And then Matt Lintz, who plays older Henry. I believe that there's been some word of Madison Lintz. I know this lady that, I think it's Denise, one of our supporters. She said that Madison Lintz might be there as well. And I know that Robert Kirkman is going to be answering some questions. So I don't know if he's going to be a guest, but the three I have are Michael Cutlitz, the guy who plays Luke, and then Matt Lintz, who plays Henry, older Henry. So we got that. Q&A, Jay Legacy right off the bat. Q&A, you think Tara will see the mini truck that Heath had by the bridge? Jay just left it there. Well, you would think so, but remember, guys, it's a 6-year time jump, so what have these people been doing? Which is pretty crazy to think. That's when they play with time. Time jumps, there's got to be some connecting point for it, and I think the time jump really is all about just having an older Judith on the show. I think that's really what it's all about for it, too. So Tara will be at Hilltop. We will see her tonight, hopefully. I don't know if we actually see her, but I know she's... part leader. I know Jesus is the actual leader of the Hilltop, but Tara is definitely doing big things there as well. Yeah, so pretty funny with that. Where did someone write, sad you have 2 eyes? Yes, I have 2 eyes. That is not sad. I don't know why that would be sad. This is Ohio music. That doesn't make sense why it would be sad, but it is a nickname. And for people who ask me, oh, do you have 1 eye? Do you have 1 eye? Do you have 1 eye? Yes, I have 1 eye in my name, Brian, but ultimately it's a nickname, One Eye Bri. You don't know if he's winking or if he's blinking. That's from season 4 of The Walking Dead. Brian, my name is Brian, so that's what makes sense. Do you have any idea what Michonne's X on her back is, Kelly? No, we don't know what the X is. There's no way to tell. So if there's theories going around, if people are saying this and that and this and confirmed information, I'm talking about confirmed information, hilarious if some people say things are confirmed when they're not. But confirmed information is going to be coming out probably when we see it. The X is probably, it looks, after I look at it more and more and more, it looks like a brand. It looks like something was burned on her, or it was she got cut, but I don't know why it would be a perfect X like that. And surgeries wouldn't be that way. Some people are like, yeah, she gave a kidney. I don't think she gave a kidney, but we'll see Rosita, we'll see Jesus, we'll see Aaron, we'll see Daryl, Carol, Henry, Michonne, Magnus Group. There's still animosity between Magnus Group and Michonne, of course. It's kind of like that, why don't we trust them kind of things. So hopefully we'll get some more answers about the X and RJ, and just so many things are going around, and it's a great time for The Walking Dead. I would say The Walking Dead is back. It's very interesting. It's very entertaining, and there's people that are going to hate on the show. There's people who are going to hate on this. There's people who are going to hate on that. And there's going to be haters on this channel and everything there too, you know? So it's just part of things. When people like something, there's going to be people that hate it. But I think The Walking Dead Season 9 is awesome. I think it's the best season since Season 6. I love Season 6. That was my favorite season. And I think Season 9 is getting up there. If we continue on, it could be up there. I don't know if it's going to ever take Season 6, but it's going to be up there pretty close. Janet Person, Q&A, Brian, what do you think of Gabriel and Rosita being, jumped up people think, probably a couple? It seems so weird and forced to me. It definitely seems different, but what I got out of it is that it makes sense while they set things up. You know, that's kind of what it is. I think Father Gabriel is going to be Eugene from the comics. Father Gabriel is going to be using the radio at some point, probably to reach Anne. Now, again, this is not confirmed information. It's just a theory right now that Father Gabriel is using the radio, just like Eugene was using the radio in the comics. So Father Gabriel is the new Eugene from the comics. Who ends up with Rosita in the comics? Eugene, radio, Father Gabriel, radio, Eugene helping. It's just kind of what it is. I think that's kind of why that's there too. And the show, they don't do anything revolutionary from the comics. They like do a little remix. You know, they killed off Andrea, so then Rick and Michonne got together, and they did. Because Andrea ends up with Rick in the comic, and it's this whole big thing. Carol ends up with Ezekiel. Michonne ends up with Ezekiel. So they're just doing little remixes there too. They have little twists and turns when they can, and some big ones here and there. But I do like the fact when they can have a character just for the show. I love to think that Jerry, Daryl, Tara, Beth, Merle, Simon, those characters that are just for the show are pretty good and awesome for the show. And I think they're doing a really good job with a lot of those things for sure. Let's see what you got. Q&A. You think Father Gabriel looking to amplify the radio is because he wants to find Jadis and the helicopter people? Yeah, I just said that, Jay. I just said that as I'm not sure if there's a lag for it on there too. I know that Father Gabriel, in my opinion, it's just my opinion right now, is using that to try and track down Anne because Anne left so suddenly. He's like, we can find these people. Probably like, we can find Anne and we can find what was up with the helicopter people and potentially anyone else she traded off. So I think that's why they built up the Anne, Father Gabriel storyline. I guess they technically kind of set that up back when when Jadis was introduced and Father Gabriel was taken by the scavengers. So it's pretty cool to think that Father Gabriel is getting more lines and more parts, and Eugene is still going to be there, and how they're going to interact. And, it's just pretty cool. I think it's a great, interesting storyline, and it's definitely something that draws a lot of people in. A lot of people think that it makes sense for them to be together, but more people think it doesn't make sense for Father Gabriel and Rosita to be together. But I just think it's the radio thing, and they just have a romance for that. And so, they were just like, why not, right? But either way, tonight's episode sounds good. The spoilers are pretty good. Not sure if we're going to see. No word about Lydia, Alpha, Beta, when all that happens. I would think it's going to be coming up, probably in episode 908. I think 908 should be pretty good leading into the mid-season break for the two months before it comes back in February. And I think that the idea that the Whispers are going to be a big part of the second half of Season 9 and hopefully Season 10 and beyond should be pretty awesome. And we'll find out a little bit more about Maggie tonight, but we won't find out a lot about Maggie. And it's just kind of interesting to see what's actually happening with that character. And Hilltop is being run by Jesus, but he doesn't want to be the leader. He already knew that when he talked with Maggie, that he should step up. He's like, nah, it's just not me. So I just think that the big potential news about Jesus is that we're going to have another leader at some point, either episode 908 or 909. But we'll see what happens there too. A lot of people ask about Oceanside and Tara and, Herschel. What's happening with these people? We just don't know yet. We'll find out. And that's a good thing about it. I'm excited to see what happens in the second half. Well, really, I guess the last two episodes of Season 9 and then the back half of Season 9. It's pretty cool stuff. Filming season 9 has ended. It ended either Thursday or Friday. And so season 9 is a wrap. They had a wrap party. They finished up the final scenes. And if you know this channel, you know the videos, you know the potential spoilers going around. You know that there's going to be a lot of stuff happening that is pretty awesome. The whispers may be a little, different from the comic. And that's okay. We don't need exact replicas of things. I think we need big moments, but we don't need exact things to happen, in my opinion. The comics are great, and they're a good supplement, but the show is the show, and the comic is the comic, and what they change and what they remix is pretty good on there, too. So, Manimals Mayo Sandwich, do you think Eugene and Rosita could still get together? Anything is possible, but I don't think Father Gabriel is going to be getting killed off anytime soon. I don't see Father Gabriel being killed off because we're running out of characters, guys. We're running out of main characters here and there. So we got Daryl and Carol are the last 2 people from Atlanta. Rick's gone, never coming back to the show. The word is that Andrew Lincoln is not coming back to the show because he's going to be doing the movies. He's going to start filming next year, the first movie, and then they'll start, I don't know if they're going to shoot it back to back to back, but I think the first movie will be Jadis or Ann, whatever they want to call her, because the helicopter people know her as Jadis probably. And so they'll probably get to know her a little bit more. We'll see Rick and Rick's situation in that first movie. Does he have amnesia? Is he taken somewhere he can't get out? Is it D.C.? Is it Pittsburgh? Is it Ohio? Is it Philadelphia? Is it an aircraft carrier? Is it London? Is it something there too? So we just don't know any information. They're probably going to keep it quiet. And they're not probably going to be filming in the streets and anything big. They'll probably do sets. They'll probably film it in Raleigh Studios. They'll probably film it in places where they can't get much information until it gets closer and closer and closer for it. But spoilers come out, leaks come out, information comes around all over the place, especially with The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead is huge. The Walking Dead is one of the shows that's really gigantic on there too. And I know that a lot of people are asking a lot of great questions here. Let me just cover that before I get into. I want to talk about Game of Thrones a little bit because of the recent information. Also, I I'm reading the Entertainment Weekly magazine, and it's pretty interesting for that. But let me answer some of these questions because that's what you guys are doing here for. It's pretty cool. Bry, before the movie, think we could hear Rick on the radio? I don't know. I mean, if he's reaching out for someone on the radio, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome if Rick is on the radio and Father Gabriel gets a hold of him and he says, "Where are you?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't know where they took me. I don't know what's going on." And Michonne gets there. That would be pretty awesome. I would love to see that, actually, because we all want to have Rick reunite with Daryl, Carol, Michonne, Judith, and, RJ. But will it happen? When will it happen? It better happen, right? That's what we want. We want to have basically the show writing in any kind of show, especially The Walking Dead, is a good thing where you have a group and then the group gets split up. Then they come back together. Part gets split up, come back together. People get killed off, split up, come back together. That's the easiest way of doing things. Together, apart, and now they're apart. And hopefully it'll make sense on there too. Yeah. Rick and Jadis bogus journey. Yeah, that was pretty funny, Boyd. Kelly, Q&A, do you think we will see heads on pikes in mid-season finale? No, we will see that in the season finale, not the mid-season finale, the very end of the season. That'll probably be our cliffhanger, big thing like, oh man, what's going to happen? What does this mean? We got to wait 6 months before it comes back. That's what's going to happen down there too, so. All right, so we got the marvelous one. RJ is real. He is real. Great. Julie, it's, been debatable. Is RJ real? Is he a figment of the imagination? A lot of people like to think he is. A lot of people are hating on the people that think that way. But I'm not here to start a battle, hard to fight with this. I'm just thinking that there's 2 sides to it. Could be real. Could be an imagination thing that's messed up in Michonne's mind. But there's a lot of things there too. So. What you got? Chezzer Wilco, Q&A, name 5 people you think should have a spinoff. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that another time. I got other stuff to talk about. But who will die? We have no idea. There's no way to find out for that. But a lot of stuff's going to happen this season. Aaron, Jesus, is it a romance? Is it not? Is it just them doing some, martial arts training? because in the comic they get together. A lot of people want to see stuff together, and so we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might be short-lived if something happens there. I could see it being like a romance, and then something happens where one of them dies, and you're like, yep, that's about right. That's what The Walking Dead does. You have a relationship. It sounds good. People are together, then poof, gone. You know, that's just what the writers love to do. Dinky Dylan, do you think that the Commonwealth... Oh, man, just right when I'm reading, of course, right? Do you think the Commonwealth will ever appear in the TV series? Do you think they have a connection to the helicopter people? I would like to see the Commonwealth actually in the movies. I think that would be what it is there too. So, Light Switch Q&A. Answer me with capitals. Or do you only credit AMC or Spoiling Dead fans and not individuals? Lots of your followers make comments that you get turned into videos, but you never credit. You just say a bunch of people have said, "Shake my head, Light Switch." Yeah, so I quote a lot of people. I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be the credit game. Like, who is this? Who is that? I give credit to the people that are credit. Now, if someone comments something and I already thought of it myself, then why would, if I've already thought about it and I've come up with it. So if someone posts a comment right now about something that I already made a video of, like a lot of times I make videos the day before posting them. Like I'll make 2 or 3 videos a day and I'll post one and have one for the next day or whatever. So, but yeah, I give credit where credit is due. And if you're going to be that person that is going to be like, oh yeah, don't do this. You don't credit this. You don't do that. How about you just support the channel and stop crying? How about that? I'm sure you're a person that posts something in the comments and you're like, yeah, I said that once in one comment. I don't read every comments. I'm starting to get away from that because of all the haters, all the trolls, of all the people like that. I need a break. I need to get away from it. So that's whatever. But that person's going to cry about that too. So, hey, Christina Lee, how we doing in there too? How's Coco doing? The the miniature pin, not a chihuahua, on there too. So Adam Q&A, much of a role with Judith have? So probably how much of a role? We don't know. I don't think Judith has seen this episode actually, is what I haven't seen there too. So, but I don't know about that. But we'll see what happens with Judith going forward. I already like Judith already. I have to say I love Judith for the first 2 episodes that we've really seen her. Well, it was like the one end of the episode and then last week's episode. And I already think she's awesome. I'm already thinking that she's going to be a character for a show that is going to last for a long, long time. And I actually would like to see that actress play Judith for a long time. I was going to say Ray, but I think that it was going to be she played a young Ray in Star Wars. I already like Cassidy, I believe her name is, or she's Kaylee. Kaylee and Cassidy is Lydia, and Kaylee Fleming is young Judith, which is awesome. And I hope we get to keep characters around like that too. Not going to hate on Chandler Riggs by any means, but I feel like Kaylee Fleming is already a better actress for that part too. I already could think that. I think that's pretty telling. That is pretty great. So I don't know if Gimple's plan was to have Judith be a thing all along, or kind of just backed into that as Chandler Riggs may have wanted more money or this and that. But I would really love to have had Carl and Judith together. Rick could actually go away and never come back, and we have Carl and Judith running the show with it too. That would have been pretty cool too. So I would like to have seen that, but that's just not going to happen. I just kind of feel bad for Carl. RC 127799 Q&A. Do you think we will get the scene from the comics after we find Ken in the barn, Dante with the other Yeah, I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see a difference of that too. There is no Dante. There's Ken's gone. Marco is a different character for it. I think I would love to see that at all too on there too. Thanks, Light Switch. Thanks for your 2 cents on there too. I think you need to respect your followers more. Are you in the right channel? Seriously, Light Switch, who do you think this is? I think you're in the wrong channel, because if you think I don't respect my followers, first of all, I don't call them followers. I call them subscribers, my Walking Dead family, and my PT peeps. I would never call them a follower. That's disrespectful, and that's probably other channels on there too. But, respect us sometimes. Don't think that you're the majority of that opinion on there too. I have great respect and love for my subscribers, my Walking Dead family and PT peeps, but you can think whatever you want. You're probably the people on Instagram that type, dumb stuff on there too. So, but I will always stand up for myself and my people here for sure. That would be definitely a big thing that I'm about. I do not like talking about other channels and all that other stuff, and I'm not going to turn this into another thing. Yeah, exactly. Turn off the light switch. That's a great name to do that too. So a light switch needs to get permanently turned off on this channel. That's for sure. DD, thank you very much. I'm hoping to see you, D, on the cruise in February. I know I talked to you on Facebook and everything. So the Last Walker Stalker cruise is coming in February. I already booked my picture with Ezekiel and Jerry. It's awesome that they're doing duo photos this year. I think it's pretty awesome that they're finally doing that, and I'm excited. I was going to do a Cooper Andrews Jerry picture, but I was like, man, we got to get the King and the Jerry picture together, even though we got a picture with Ezekiel last year. Pretty cool stuff, and I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys will be on the cruise. I know a couple of you guys will, and I've met a couple of you before, and I'm all about that too. I'm all about meeting and talking with people. I've met people at conventions, and it's just awesome because like-minded individual talking about some cool stuff is always fun. Swole, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Dwight and Sherry are with the Whispers? That's my hypothesis from last year's season 8 finale. Just because the infinity sign and Dwight's got to go somewhere, he's got to find something, but there's just been no, connection with that. And I would have loved to have seen that. I kind of would have liked to have seen the Whispers be a connecting point to Rick's, disappearance. And I would have liked to have seen Dwight. I would think my writing would be like a couple things I would have wrote differently. If you know the channel, you know what I would have done with Shane, the character with that. And I would have done, a couple of different things with the writing here, but I'm not privy to that. And, I still love the writing. It's not a hit on them. It's just a thing that the Whispers, I think Negan's going to escape probably by Judith or DJ or Tammy Rose or something like that would be kind of crazy, right? So then Negan gets out, goes to the Whispers, and he sees Dwight and Sherry. Probably just Dwight. I don't know if we'll ever see Sherry because there's been no word if that actress who plays Sherry is coming back to The Walking Dead or not. She was on a show on E, and then the show got canceled or something. But I would love to see Austin Emilio back on the show, and I kind of feel bad for that. So I would love to have been, see that at some point. But the Dwight character, I would love to see, be connected with the Whispers or take over the Sanctuary and have it running again. I think that would be pretty cool for sure. So. Yeah, Janet, I saw the Instagram photos of Brett Butler's, I guess it's a mold. Yeah, the big green thing that goes over her. They did one for Beta, and they did one for Tammy Rose that we saw. And I don't know if that she becomes a Whisper, or she gets her head on a pike, or she gets killed, or something like that too. I don't know why all the reasons they do those. Maybe they do that if it can be on for a while and they can use it at some point. But Tammy Rose definitely had the green mold thing pictures, so we'll see what they actually do it. I'm excited for it there too. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Tanya, giving some support on there too. But I appreciate everybody coming in, joining me this Sunday, November 18th, 2018. It's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, of course, on Thursday, I will be celebrating it now. But I'll be doing a Walker Wednesday every Thursday edition for Thanksgiving on Thursday, of course. I try to do that every week, and I have so far since I started it. I don't know how long it's been. Coming up on 25 or 26 weeks or something. It's been a lot of Walker Wednesdays on Thursdays, and it's just a funny thing, and hopefully you guys look forward to it. I love doing it. I love talking to you guys and having that open thing. So I guess besides Light Switch, I do like the idea of connecting with you guys, and I'm not out like trying to steal comments or anything like that too, but I do like the idea of people being involved with it there too. And sometimes people post a lot of things that I don't even see till after I make a video. Or like I said, I don't read all the comments. I used to, and then people started being rude and just disrespectful and all that stuff in them. So I'm blocking. I'm almost like looking at them. I'm almost like going to filter through them, and I don't have time for that. I got a lot of stuff I love and support and talkative stuff. I'm writing books. I'm on, my 9th book now. I'm writing chapter 8 I wrote a little bit today. I'm on chapter 8 as we speak, as we woke up, and I'm trying to write that. I'm trying to write a pilot that I got to put more time to that, and also get ready for Thanksgiving, which will be here before Thursday, and just trying to get everything going for an awesome channel for you guys too. And The Walking Dead only has 2 more episodes this year, and it's just crazy to think about it, guys, that we're going to have 2 more episodes, and then it'll probably be off for a week, 2 months, and then I'll be back in February. We don't know when we're gonna have it back, but Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked on there too, and I don't know if you're Game of Thrones fans, and I won't give anything away, no spoilers for that. But it'll be back for the final season in April, and I was looking at April. It'll probably be, my best guess, around the 14th. That Sunday, second Sunday on there too. The Walking Dead will probably be over by then, so they won't have any competition for Sunday going there, because it would kind of suck if you had to do Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, or both are Sunday episodes, and you're like, come on, man, I'm not a big fan. What's going on with that? But Game of Thrones stuff, I was reading up on it, and I'm super, super excited for sure. And but we get more and more information will be coming about that. But The Walking Dead season 9, man, there's so many things that I'm excited for. People want to know about the X. People want to know about Magnus Group, Hilltop, what's kind of been going on there. We'll be getting a little more answers about that too. And I'm excited for the Whispers, and hopefully you guys are too. If you guys read the comics, you know about the Whispers. And when you heard the Walkers were talking, and you heard Walkers talking, Walkers talking walkie-talkies, they were like, whoa, that's got to be the Whispers, right? And some people didn't know that. They don't know who the Whisperers are. Again, it's a comic book that's coming to television, but not everybody reads comic books, and not everybody does homeworks, and not everybody gets so excited about it and tries to analyze and just, I guess you could say pick apart the show as much as we do. I think it as a positive thing. I love the show. I try to see what they're trying to do. It helps me be a writer for that too. And my zombie apocalypse genre on there too, titled Fight For Us. Links in the description of this video and every video too. So, Brett, my books are on Amazon and everything. They're Amazon and Barnes & Noble. We got paperback and digital versions. It's a zombie apocalypse book genre. And a lot of people like them too. So, a lot of people in here, hopefully, are definitely checking out them. And it's pretty fun and cool and exciting. And I'm excited for the future of that. I'm excited for a bunch of things on there too. And I'm trying to get a bunch of things going for next year. And it's fun and exciting. Keeps us entertained. And hopefully you guys will be with us every step of the way. We're narrowly approaching 71,000 subscribers because of also people like yourself. If you haven't already, guys, please hit that subscribe button. If you're first time joining us, I am excited for that too. And all right, so let's get rid of this guy here. The light switch. I don't have customers. I don't know why this person is there. Hold on, sometimes it's a little sluggish when I try to get Das Boot here. It's just kind of interesting. I just don't need this nonsense on there too. It's just, I guess, got enough of that too. So customer and this and that too. But you know how it goes. But either way, I keep it positive in my life, and I got no tolerance for negativity. If you're coming at me in a negative way, you're going to be going on there too. So hopefully you guys are enjoying everything. I try to patrol the comments and everything and probably the people that are, giving me the dislikes and all that stuff, it's just probably haters for some reason. I don't know. We try to learn from it, move on from it as well, too. So, Connerito Vanglebecki. I don't know how to say the name, but there's a shout out there. Connerito. Hectorito, and is he in the building? There he is. Hectorito in the house on there, too. Ryan McCabe, Q&A. Are you annoyed we may not see the Whispers until the second half of Season 9? Not really. It looks something to be there. I'm excited for the second half of Season 9. I haven't been annoyed at all this season, except for the little thing with Rick and, how they kind of lied to us to say, he's done, he's his last one, no more Rick ever. But, kind of a thing. And I understood what they were doing, and it's just funny how it is, how they got us to watch. But either way, Season 9 has been great. I'm loving it. Angela Kang has been awesome. And it's her first season as showrunner. Scott Gimple, his first year as showrunner was Season 4. Season 4 was pretty good. The Season 4, the showrunners are pretty important for everything. And hopefully they can change a lot of stuff. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to patrol it all around here. Sorry, the super chat stuff on there too. So what do we got? Coco's Mom KK, your channel is so informative and entertainingly good. Don't sweat the wankers. Thank you, Christina Lee. Appreciate it. You are awesome as always. And Mega Dr. Dre in the house, my fellow subscriber, pretty awesome. Thank you. Hey, One Eye Bri, what character are you most looking forward to seeing being adapted to television? For me, it's the princess. Princess is pretty awesome. I think they have to have that wacky character and people, and again, not everyone. I think the princess. I think I'm right with you. I think the princess. I would also like Mercer. I think there's more to that character. I think he would be entertaining. I think I agree with you. I think I'm between Princess and Mercer. I think would be pretty great characters to eventually come to the show, and I think that's awesome there too. But I appreciate the super chats, guys. I appreciate you guys just taking the time with me this Sunday and being a part of it. It really means a lot to me. It keeps the channel going and growing, and I love doing the super chats. Those live streams this Sunday and every Sunday. And I'll be doing one really for the next Sundays. I'm not really doing anything for a long time. If I'm not, I will definitely let you know, and I look forward to doing it. We talk about The Walking Dead year round. Like, we only got 2 more episodes, which is one tonight and then one next Sunday, and then we gotta wait. But we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. What may happen, what may not. They'll be giving us a trailer for the back half of season 9 like they always do, and I'll be talking about that, breaking it down as always too. So I hate to be funny like this, but besides Light Switch, I do appreciate the comments, and I do appreciate the theories and the ideas on there too. And if I talked about something that you have published before, thank you. I'm not trying to steal anything from anybody on there too, and I know a lot of you guys don't feel that way, but I just got to put that disclaimer out that way. I'm not going around stealing stuff on there too. I'm here just, being a part of it and talking about it. And if 15 people say something there too, sometimes it's a little much on there too. Smilebird9 at PT Chown, do you think Maggie will be in the movies? Now she is gone, and do you think Michael Cutlass will make a great episode? Well, I hope Michael Cutlass makes a great episode, which is tonight, and I think Maggie will be in season 10 is the word. I'm not sure if there's been no talk of anybody in the movies besides Anne, which is Jadis, and Rick so far. And I hope to see Heath actually in there too. But Maggie could be in there, maybe because there's supposed to be 3 movies right now, so it could be that for sure. Mega Dr. Dre, do you think Father G and Rosita's relationship is forced? They have barely interacted, and they never interact in the comics that I remember. I think I wouldn't say it's totally forced, because love finds a way, right? And in 6 years, people are going to find relationships and a lot of stuff. And I think everybody was thinking that they were going to have Rosita and Eugene. And the writers and probably Kirkman and Gimp were like, we'll show you, comic readers. You're not going to know what to expect. We're going to have Father Gabriel and Rosita. No one's going to see that coming. Ha ha, got you. That's kind of what Kirkman and those people do. They love to keep you on the toes and how you're going to do this and go by the comics to know how it's different and how to do that and how to do this. I think it is forced because we haven't really seen much of them together. But again, over the 6 years, there can be that. And I think the Eugene Rosita thing would be a little too easy for a lot of comic readers. We're expecting that, and they love to throw us on our toes. And also, the radio thing is going to be changed for Father Gabriel to try and find Anne, which I think is, the idea with it. So, yeah. But Rosita is a character that I'm not sure if she'll make it to season 10. Ezekiel, I don't know if I'll make it to season 10. So I like the idea of them. I just don't know what the writers want to do, because the writers love to throw a little, light switch, a wrench in there. Love to throw a little wrench in there too. So, sorry, I'm just trying to make fun with, because I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. That's not nice. Bullying and cyberbullying and all that stuff is unacceptable, and I will not stand for it. So when people come at me, I defend myself and then block them and kick them out. There's just no way to do that. Sure. So, Bri, you think Negan gets his strip? His point, I'm guessing, Mike. Dr. Dre. Everyone's going to Dr. Dre. No, Negan is going to be a character that I'm interested to see what happens. Also, if you think about it, right? What was Negan's dialogue with Judith? It was about homework and this and airplanes and that, and then they were like, dogs. stray dogs. Negan used to bring stray dogs home to his house before this, and then they brought one dog that killed the other dogs and this, and it was that. Is that foreshadowing about Daryl's dog? Daryl has a dog. We'll find out this episode. And the more that I think about it, and people come with me, I think Ed and a couple other people have let me know on Facebook and Instagram, giving credit to them, that's what we do here, is that he sent me a clip and that Daryl's dog might be called Dog, like Dog 8, not the Dog 8. Dog 8, like his name is Bill, like Bill 8 tonight, or Kevin, or whatever, I don't know, Kevin 8. The dog's name is Kevin, just like, but his name, it could be named Dog. So who has a dog? Daryl. Is Negan going to kill Daryl's dog? I don't want to see that, but animals don't live that long on this series. Look at the horses. And did you see it last week when the walkers and the whispers were coming towards Eugene and Rosita? And and Rosita was like, "Get down now!" And then Eugene's going down the ladder, and the horses were like, and they just run out. They're like, "I'm out, later, guys." I had to laugh because it was funny because the horses just booked it, and they were like, "You on your own? We're not getting eaten. We know what happens to horses on this show. Later." Dog the Bounty Hunter. No. So I think tonight's episode should be really good. I'm excited to see Abraham and Michael Cutlass on Talking Dead. I know Abraham's gone, but Michael Cutlass is still there. I had a chance to meet him a couple times, and Michael Cutlass is a nice guy. Very cool, down-to-earth guy. I think he's from New York originally, and from being from New Jersey, you got that connection and got to talk to him. He's really cool. Really, really cool. I love to see the idea of him coming around to be a director. I know Andrew Lincoln wants to be a director next year, and so they're going to start filming the first movie next year, and we're going to get, hopefully, a good, awesome movie. I would hope it's at least an hour and a half. That would be pretty cool. I think the idea, yeah, that's funny, projected line. Light switch, Dr. Fisher. What do you do to upset them all? I don't know. Just me being me. I don't know. I don't know what happened on there too. HT Productions. Q&A. Can you react to my Walking Dead parody video? Do not need to be a stream and self-promo, but Brian to say any views. So there's a shout out there for Walking Dead parody video. Is it like a bad lip reading? Those are pretty hilarious. One of my favorite bad lip readings is the Yoda one. When he starts singing, he's like, I love that. It's pretty hilarious. My wife and I, we always joke with that. Yoda dancing around with Empire Strikes Back. I just love him. And he's like training Luke, and it's just pretty funny on there. But yeah, guys, you guys are going to go for about another 20, 25 minutes or so. You guys are joining me this Sunday, November 18th, 2018. I feel like I should have like a sponsor, like brought to you by Sonoy. No, but filming is done for season 9. It finished earlier this week, and and it's right on schedule. They usually film right before Thanksgiving. They did that, and then I think it'll be after the holidays and all that. Then they'll start making that movie in Raleigh Studios. I think we're going to be seeing some big things in the season 9. And I know one of those things I've always wanted in the past. Well, I wanted to see snow on the show. Snow on the show. Yeah. But no, I wanted to see winter, the environment, the elements, and impact. It was always like rainy or sunny, day or night. They're in Virginia is the story. So there should be snow, right? So we're going to get that, I believe, in the season 9 finale. We're going to be getting a lot of big things happening this season. And I wonder if they got that from panels or YouTube or whatever, or they're just like, these questions. Like they brought back Morales in season 8. And Paul Fozzie, shout out Paul Fozzie. And they brought back Morales, which made no sense. Yeah, I'm a savior now, Rick. Helicopter boy. Yeah, dead. See ya. Daryl kills him he's in half an episode. So, yeah, big 6. Yeah, we've been having a little, I guess, a funny thing with that. But I'm wrapping up. I'm watching Game of Thrones. I would love to watch Game of Thrones, and I will probably before that comes to watch all the season, go right into it. But I'm going to watch, wrap up Sons of Anarchy, and I'm excited to see how it wraps up, because December 1st, Sons of Anarchy goes off Netflix. So we got to watch that. And there's a lot of people on Sons of Anarchy that are in Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. You know, Otto, Joe, you know, and a couple other characters that I'm just blanking. But it's pretty awesome to see it. You're like, oh, man, he's on The Walking Dead. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Hector, you told me on Instagram, but, you know, that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting about that's what I guess he would do on there too. So, yeah, PT is physical therapy or physical therapist. Like I'm a PT, I'm a physical therapist, and this is the physical therapy channel and a physical therapist channel. So I'm actually a doctor of physical therapy, which is pretty awesome. To bring that to my book series and just see how things work and to be educated, and also talk about that as well. I always like to see that. Where you at? M King mid-season finale is 64 minutes or 52 minutes. I'm not sure about the mid-season finale. I just know tonight's episode is 64 minutes, I believe, total runtime. That's with commercials in there too. So how cool would it be to have a second half trailer with Christmas music on Christmas? I don't know if we'll get Christmas music for The Walking Dead. But no one's really talked about the holidays on the show. I guess not everyone celebrates the holidays, but it just kind of would be interesting. You know, not every show does a holiday show or a Christmas show or Thanksgiving or Halloween on there, but it's always kind of nice when they do. Bailey Saxton Q&A, Brow, you seen that Morgan's son Dwayne is scripted for episode 916. What up with that? Well, you got to be careful because I'm sure you saw that on IMDb, and IMDb is not the best source for episodes that have not aired. So I would not build much confidence in that. It's definitely not confirmed that Dwayne will be there. It doesn't make sense. Unless he's a whisper or something. I don't know. But he would be connected with Morgan, I think, and it just doesn't make sense to bring that character around. I don't really know what's going to happen there, but I know that's what people are saying there too. Another thing is, I think 4 or 5 people have asked me this question. Now, there's a picture going around that came out season 7 or season 8. I can't remember exactly which season it was. But there's a pike, there's a pole, a piece of wood, and a head on it. And you can't really see the face, and it's got longer gray hair. And people are like, oh my God, is that Carol? And I highly, highly doubt that it's foreshadowing for Carol for a variety of reasons. But Carol, that's not going to happen to Carol. That would be a terrible way to have it. And that has nothing to do with this season. It's from a prior season. I think it was at the Sanctuary, actually. And so that's old. But people are trying to put 2 and 2 together, or with someone to talk about it there too. So I don't think that'll happen, especially because Carol Milson McBride is signed on for a 3-year extension. So she's going to be around for 3 years, and you can't have 3 years of of flashbacks with Carol. That doesn't make sense. And if it's Carol, Henry, and Ezekiel, I would think Ezekiel's the most in danger than those 3, for sure. So it's just that picture came up, and a lot of people I don't know if they saw it on another channel or whatever, but it's good. It's good conversation. It's good Q&A. It's good questions, but it's not there too. So Jay Collin Q&A. Do you think we will see Scott or Cal again? I hope so. Also, I want to see Eduardo. Where's Eduardo been? I want to see Alden. Hopefully Alden is at Hilltop. I want to see like Cindy and Rachel and Beatrice and those people. I want to see what happened with these characters. But Scott, we saw Scott a little bit in season 8 before the time jump, but I don't know. I don't know if he's in anything else. I know Scott's married to Sasha in real life. That's Kenrick Green, and Sasha is Sinequa Martin Green. Cal, I don't know if his whole thing was to come across and be cosplay Glenn. I don't know. I don't know, but Cal is a character I would want to see. He dies in the war in the comics. He's a part of Hilltop. Maybe he went with Maggie to the other communities. Maybe they'll mention that. Maybe when Maggie comes back, Cal will come back too. Maybe, Eduardo went with Maggie or something. But I would like to see Scott, Cal, and Eduardo again. Just not sure what's happening with that too. So I don't know how they're keeping track with the Days in the Apocalypse. I don't know. Like, I kind of referenced that in my book series too. Like, after a while, you don't even care what day it is. You just care about survival, Like, on your day-to-day stuff, in a regular thing, you're like, today's Thursday, Friday, one more day, and then I got the weekend off, or I got this, and then, like Thanksgiving's on Thursday. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So in 4 days, we got Thanksgiving. So we're like, 4 days, good. We got some time off, and got to go see that Creed movie. So we're going to do this. Pretty cool things to look forward to. But if there's nothing to look forward to, who cares about what day it is? And like if you're on permanent vacation, like if you're retired, like I see people all the time in therapy, and they're like, "What day is it? Oh, Tuesday? Yeah, I'll see you Thursday." Because when I ask people when I'll see them again, and they always hit me the question like, "What's today?" And usually the average person knows if it's Monday or Tuesday or Friday or Sunday or whatever. But it's just kind of funny to be like, yeah, no, they don't know. And I guess in a zombie apocalypse, your retirement on there, they don't know. So if you like the humor, if you like what I talk about, you like the information here, you'll definitely like my zombie apocalypse book series titled Fight For Us, available on Amazon.com. You can check it out. And I talk about a lot of things like that. We have a lot of fun between my friends that are the characters are loosely based on. I'm loosely based on the main character. And it's a lot of fun. And if you like what we do here, I believe you'll like the book series. And you can definitely check them out on there online. Robert Lusby, Q&A, do you think Judith will take Carl's place with the Whispers? I believe Henry will. I believe Henry takes the place of Carl. I think Judith is going to be kind of a whole separate, different character. I don't know if I would want Judith to let Negan out of the cell. I just feel like Judith would be smarter than that. But again, Judith is 11 years old, as confirmed by Greg Nicotero. 11-year-old could be tricked by Negan. Negan is a smooth talker, and he might play, the "can you help me, Judith?" And hopefully Judith will learn that Michonne does not want him out of there. And hope they have a conversation with that for sure. Travis Stevens, question Brian, would you want a Whisperer backstory? I think it adds to the horror and mystery of the characters. I don't really want a backstory. Nah, I don't think we're going to get that. What I do want to see is Hector. You got to love Hector and Fight For Us. You do. You got to do. He's a good character. And coming up, some big storylines for that guy. For sure. I got a part for him coming up in the next book that I wrote a couple weeks ago. And I don't know, Hector. You got to like it, right? But I don't know if I'd want to see a Whisper backstory, but I want to see a Negan backstory. I want to see the Negan, here's Negan backstory in one of the smaller movie things, and I think they're going to do that. I think if they're making a Rick movie, 3 movies, I think they can make a Negan smaller movie. Kelly, does your book sell in Scottish money? I don't know Scottish money. I know it's in American dollars, British pounds, or euros, and then Australian money, I believe, are the 3. Is the 3 Amazon ways of doing it. But if you check Amazon in your company or in your country, you should have something with that too. I think just check out Amazon in there. But I know other people in other countries are able to buy the book, and it's just through that retailer through there, which is good through Amazon because they can print it and then ship it that way too. So I don't have to do all that. Janet, Brian, Q&A, Brian, what do you think about the Tara running Hilltop? Is she qualified? I don't know. I mean, again, in 6 years, you could learn a lot of skills. Tara, I would almost rather see Enid run Hilltop than Tara. Tara's kind of like the goofy comic relief kind of. It almost be like, would you like Eugene running Alexandria? Not really, But I would think, even though he did step up in the Sanctuary, but I just kind of feel like Tara, she could have a major change on the show, and she could be more of a tough leader. But I just don't see that character doing that. But again, it's been 6 years, and so we could see a lot of different things. Wormsley Roderick, Q&A, is Magna responsible for any major deaths in the comics? Good question. I don't believe so. At the top of my head, I don't really think so. I just think her introduction is kind of a new thing where people are still alive and where they've been and stuff. And I am glad that Magna's group, Luke, which, I like Luke already. I think they gave away a lot of information, which is good because wherever they've been this whole time, they were just at another community and a couple other communities, and they had to leave because they were terrible. And then they left and they came, and now they're here going to Hilltop. But we'll see. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Eugene and Rosita, who are going to be totally freaked out about the Whispers, the Walkers talking. Because if you don't know who the Whispers are and you hear these Walkers talking, you're like, am I losing my mind? Is this okay? Is this real? Are these walkers actually talking, or am I hallucinating here too? You just probably don't know what to believe too. Will they ever give Negan a love story? What do you think? I don't know. I wouldn't want to see that personally. I think he's a widower with his wife Lucille, and he had his wives, which we don't know where they are. So I kind of don't want to see that. People are asking some good questions, so I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes, guys. Appreciate the guys taking the time for it. Broken in the Box, Bri, are the books available for audio download? I don't have audio. I haven't made audio book or audio box or audio disc or audiobooks yet because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to put. I'm an independent publisher. I make the covers. I make this. I make that. I do all this stuff, which is a lot to do, and I just haven't come across how to do audio books yet. I'm trying to get into the idea of doing more mystery boxes. I know a lot of people in the UK and Europe want some mystery boxes, even in Canada, and I'm just trying to get that. I'm looking into it. I want to go to probably talk to someone at like FedEx and stuff and try to get that more set up for, because I got a lot of cool stuff, which is on there too. So, but yeah, let's see what you got here for some questions. You guys are posting some good stuff. Yeah, that makes sense, especially if you read the comics, which you probably do, what you said. You guys are asking some good stuff. Travis, question, I read somewhere that we may have seen Lydia. What do you think? A lot of people, I saw that too, and it was comicbook.com does a lot of stuff that draws you in, and they don't really answer it, which is kind of the epitome of clickbait to me. But they bring you in, and they're like, yep. Still don't know yet, guys. So, some people think that she's one of the Whispers that are walking among the walkers when you see Rosita and Eugene in the ditch. But it's hard to say. Doesn't really matter. We will see her when we see her, which may be episode 908. I think that would make sense. I think it would make sense if we see Lydia first in episode 908 and then mid-season and then or episode 909. We might see that. It's hard to see what actually gets done because 908 and 909, they kind of get filmed around the same times of each other, and sometimes they get cut in half or they get split, and there's conflicting information, what's in 908 and what's in 909. It happened before in season 6 and a couple other things where I'm not sure exactly how it was shot. Tanya Hubbard, Q&A, do you think Rosita gets Jesus and Aaron to believe her about the talking walkers? Yeah, I think so, because we see Rosita... Well, we see Rosita with Aaron and Jesus, and they talk about something, and then she's probably exhausted and passes out. So I like to think that Rosita is saved and she's okay, and then she talks to Aaron and Jesus about it, and then Aaron, Jesus, and Daryl go out to go save Eugene, which will probably be in episode 908 at the end of that. So I think so. I think they believe him. I think they have to go check it out, especially because Eugene is not safe. He's in a barn somewhere, and he could get in trouble. So I think that it makes sense that that's a possibility too. I don't know what's going on here. Will Rick come back on the show, or did he leave? Did he left forever? Rick will not be on the show. He'll be in the movies. He will not be on there anymore. Just trying to see what's going on here. Some people are posting a lot of craziness on the chat, which I appreciate. I think the show will remix that. So a lot of people have a lot of thoughts. I'm thinking that it's happy. Gary Page from England. Awesome. Have you seen Angel Lincoln there? No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. Mark Simmons, Q&A. British. Will we see Lucille? I don't know if we'll see Lucille. Because again, Michonne said that they left it in the woods. They left it in the field. I always want to say woods. They left it out there. They left Lucy out there. Did they really? I kind of would have burned it. I kind of would have done enough with the baseball bat and kind of got rid of it because it's a symbol of the saviors and Negan and what's terrible and what killed Abraham and Glenn. Who would want to see that again? And it would give Negan power, but we got to have the epic battle with Negan and Beta with Lucille and the leather jacket and this and that. We got to see that, right? If you know the comics, you know what I'm talking about. So I would assume either Negan makes a new one or they have it somewhere and Negan's reunited with Lucille. Q&A, do you think Eugene gets captured by the Whisperers? I don't think so. I think Eugene is in the barn, and then he gets rescued by Daryl, Doggo, Jesus, and Aaron, and Jesus might get injured when we're rescuing Eugene. Because if you know the comics, Eugene is kind of responsible for people saving Eugene. Someone saves Eugene and then gets bit for saving Eugene on there too. You're like, come on, no, saving this guy. No, but Eugene is a better character, and I'm really glad for Josh McDermott because he's an awesome guy. And it just sucks about his social media because people go way too far. They're giving him death threats and all this stuff, and he's like, I don't need that. Boom, off of social media, Instagram. And it's a shame because he posted a lot of great stuff before he did all that. And it sucks because he's such a nice guy. But, people ruin it, I guess. But I'm going to go for a couple more minutes, guys. Thank you for joining me this Sunday for our live stream. But let's talk about the spoilers a little bit for the last 5 minutes. Season 9, Episode 7 will be directed by Michael Cutlitz. We'll see Aaron and Jesus rescuing Rosita, Daryl, Carol, and Henry, and a dog. Daryl gets a dog. Daryl, Henry, and Carol go back to the hilltop. Michonne and Magna have a problem. Michonne, Sadiq, DJ, and Magna's group, they hunker down in some industrial thing, which to me better be cleared out because what have you been doing for the past 6 years? You better have a clear path between Hilltop and Alexandria by now, right? I mean, you should be clearing out walkers and clearing out this and clearing out every industrial thing and, make outposts. But we'll see what happens there. And it's going to be pretty interesting. And we'll see what happens for the episode. I think it's only 64 minutes. Last episode was not 120 minutes. That would be 2 hours. It was an hour and 20 minutes. I know some people were saying that. But I'm excited to see what happens tonight. Continue the great episode. And I think they've all been very, very good so far. It's a great season. Every episode's been good, if not great, for sure. John William Knox from the UK, represent. But I'm excited for the episode tonight, even though it's only 2 more episodes left in 2018. But we'll get there. We'll get back to it. I think this season's flying by because every episode's been great. Because a lot of stuff has been answered. A lot of that stuff has been pretty good with, building for the future. And I think The Walking Dead is back. I know for a lot of people it never left. But it's exciting. It's captivating. The questions are being answered. They're being represented. They're being posed. And we have to just get answers here and there, too. Like the X on Michonne's back. What happened there? We want to know. And it's great. I love to find out, too, just like you guys do, too. So, Z-Train. Think Aaron has different hands, like, for any occasion? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think he'll just have that infinity gauntlet. He just puts the time gem in and then he goes back before he lost his hand and I just think that he just has the one. It's just probably just easier for it. But yeah, he doesn't have like a going out hand or a sleep. He probably takes it off when he sleeps and doesn't have this or I don't think so. Transformers, robots in disguise. Q&A. What if Father G has been a traitor all the time? He's not a traitor. Remember when we had the whole idea like Enid's a spy, Enid is Negan's daughter, and Father Gabriel's a spy, and this one's a spy, and that's a spy, and the car in the back of the woods, and they came by. No. Father Gabriel's not a spy. Father Gabriel's connected with this. Father Gabriel is going to be important for getting back to Rick, getting back to that too. So thank you, Poison. Thank you, everybody, for the great comments and questions and being a part of it. Be Sharp, Q&A. I stopped watching you since your Georgie Gate video. That's not a Q&A, but yeah, so you hit me with a Q&A and then you just said a thing. So why are you back here? I guess you didn't stop watching. You just decided to say that you stopped watching, but bye. Hilarious. Yeah, Georgie Gate video. And again, people complain about this and complain about that and too much information, not enough information and this and that and discussions on there too. So if you're going to stop watching me, then stop watching me. Don't tell me that you stopped watching me on there too. That's what people want. People want like applause for that. Good. See you later. Boop. Kick you right in there. See ya. So exactly. So Joey the Gator. Let me get a couple more questions in here because of that stupid thing. Do you think we'll see the Whisperers tonight? I think we'll see glimpses of them, but no big introduction. I think the bigger introduction will probably be next week. And then in the back half of season 9, of course, Misty Lane, do you think Chandler Riggs and AMC will ever work on their question? I don't think so. I think they're done. I think Chandler is, not really having a big thing with that. If you think Chandler will appear in the Riggs movies, I think I would like to see that actually. That would be pretty cool. That's a cool way of doing it, I think. But if it is, it's probably one or two things, little glimpses there. But you could impose that too. You might not even need Chandler so much. Q&A. Brian, have you ever met Kristen Serratos on the Walker Cruise? I have not. Kristen Serratos is one that I have not met. I've met a lot of the cast, but she has not been in some of the things that I've seen her with. I never waited in a line and met any celebrities, but I have not. I've heard mixed things about Kristen Serratos. I've heard that she was nice. I heard sometimes she wasn't. I heard that. We'll just say that. But I can't weigh in on myself. I have not actually met her, but I've just heard mixed reviews on there too. So Ken C. Coley, do you think we'll see Michonne's head on a spike? Nope. Hope not, because Michonne is awesome, and she is my greatest thing. So there we go, guys. So Janet, where you at? I'll get your last one here. So since you're definitely cool. Sorry, trying to get through these questions. And the people... Janet, there you are. Brian, what do you think will be the cliffhanger for the mid-season finale? Jumping off the top of my head, it would be probably someone dying. I don't want to give it away if the rumors are true, and or meeting Lydia for the first time with Henry at Hilltop. Because remember, Henry is going to be at Hilltop apprenticing under Earl, so he will be there. Who is else there? Lydia outside around there. So I think Henry meeting Henry meeting Lydia is a possible thing, but also probably someone dying, one of the bigger characters dying in the midseason. So there you go, guys. I'm going to end on that great question there. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry I got distracted with the haters and all that stuff there too. So Jennifer, I wonder why Father Gabriel isn't on the new art piece. That's the, it's a good question. I don't know why. That probably is just for Talking Dead, certain art. It's not a big poster that was made for that, but we'll see the back half of season 9. Would that be the bigger poster for saying that too? So there you go, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Sorry about, policing the haters, but I got to do it. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for that on there. Let me give props to everybody there, too. Thank you, Swole. Thank you, Coco's mom, KK. Thank you, Mega Dr. Dre, and thank you, Mega Dr. Dre again. I appreciate you guys taking the time, putting in super chat, live chat, enjoying that. Again, guys, we're hitting close to 71,000 subscribers. I truly appreciate you taking the time. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Thanks, guys. Yeah.